Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to this episode of Digital Dialogues powered by CXO Digital Pulse. The word of this episode is SASE. Now, SASE has quickly moved from being a future concept to core enterprise architecture, but has still been widely misunderstood. This episode today is all about breaking all those myths, having a better understanding around SASE. And for this, we have an industry expert today with us, Mr. Ajay Patil, who is Head IT and Security Operations from HDB Financial Services. A very warm welcome, Ajay.
Thank you.
So, Ajay, let's start breaking with some of the myths around SASE. So, the
Sure.
very first one, that SASE is just the convergence of networking and security.
Yeah, you just mentioned probably SASE became a concept to a reality now, right? So it is about what 2020, 2019 this concept came in.
Okay.
Gartner coined this as a term, right? And then it was a concept, it is a reality today, right? What has changed is, right, whether it is like networking and security together, right? They compare probably phone and camera together. Does it make a smartphone? No, right? It is what union it happens, right?
Okay.
And what the framework that matters, right? So what SASE brings in is just not like probably security and networking together.
Okay.
The major thing is it was security and network was on premise, it moved to cloud, right? That's a major difference. Then it becomes a unified solution as such, right? So there will probably 4 or 5 different solutions together, which people were operating separately all the time, right? And that has completely changed today, right? So it's typically a single provider giving entire SASE solution, wherein your CASB, your secure gateway, your ZTNA, right? Or SD-WAN, and many more solutions are together, right? So if you say that it is only like networking and security together, probably it's not a reality, it's a myth.
It's a myth. Okay. Now you mentioned about the cloud, that how things move towards the cloud, and that is where SASE came into the picture. So the second myth is around that. So SASE is mainly a cloud or an internet security model.
Again, what we'll have to look at is, while the solution is implemented on cloud, right, your users could be anywhere, right? So user could be sitting in a cafe, in a restaurant, could be sitting at a home or an office. His experience has to be seamless, and that's what like SASE gives, right? Is it cloud only solution? Then the answer is no, right? Because your user is spread across.
Absolutely.
Second thing is, what it handles is your security largely, right? I mean, it inspects your entire data, what is flowing to cloud, to probably cloud storage, right? And how your users are using it, right? Probably there could be, example, there could be shadow IT people directly bypassing something. And so it is protecting your cloud as well as probably your branch operations or branch network equally from those security aspect, right? So it's 50-50. It's a reality that it's a cloud solution, but what it is protecting is across.
Okay. So while the concept originated because things moved to the cloud, but considering our workforce is in a hybrid mode, I would say. So it's definitely taking care of both the aspects rather than just focusing on the cloud one.
True.
Fair enough. Moving to the next one, and that is that deploying SASE automatically improves your security.
That would be complete myth, right?
Okay.
Because any solution is as good as how you implement it, right? So your policies around that, right? How you probably monitor all those aspects, right? How do you approve some of these things? So entire processes, policies, and implementation all put together will secure you. Just putting one solution will not give you security by default, right? So I will give you an example, right? Probably there could be a DLP solution out there, right? But your business rules will decide like what data has to go out and what has to stop or what has to be blocked. Naturally, I mean, there will be default policies, right? It could give you some warnings, but unless like you set up those rules and align to your business requirement, it's not going to work.
Okay. So maybe it is one of the key critical aspect in your jigsaw puzzle, but definitely it's not the entire security.
So it provides you a basic framework and basic policies, right? And probably mature providers will have those mature policies, but just like implementing those will not save you from all the security problems.
Great. So if you had to validate SASE using one operational signal, what should you track to know that your SASE is actually working?
So we'll have to go back to how SASE was sold all these years, right? I mean, probably your TCU will be brought down, your operational headaches will go away, right? There are multiple solutions, a single platform which is going, right? So if you look at me as a probably IT and security operations head for organization, for me it will be operations is for my team, right? And usage is for my probably end customers or end users will be one of the validator, right? So if earlier my team was spending probably X number of hours in configuring and probably 10 different hours, it has to come down at least like by 50-60%, right? I mean, that's the validation from operations perspective. Secondly, my false alarms, attacks, everything, right, should be going down, right? And many of the things should be automated in a way. So operational efficiency is what my measure will be given my probably role.
Okay, so that will be the key KPI when you are assessing.
Yeah.
Great. Now, which emerging shift, considering that there are a lot many technological shifts that we are seeing, say from AI workloads, there's edge computing, which already exists, and then there's machine-to-machine traffic also, which is increasing on a daily basis. So, which of these emerging shifts will expose any of the weakest assumption in today's SASE's deployment?
Okay, so probably you talk about three, you'll have to probably add quantum computing to that, right? So that could be fourth. But then we'll have to go back to what are the assumptions. Assumptions is SASE is centrally from, a cloud, right? And it is sitting at a cloud than edge, right? So earlier, probably there were multiple data centers and all the security was at edge. It has gone to center. So edge computing, again, will definitely challenge that, right? Okay. So what would happen is in edge computing, again, major factor is the response, right? People, why move to edge is like my response should be immediate. Again, if I have to go to like center cloud and then compared to that response will be questioned, right? So that problem will have to be solved. You talked about M2M, right?
Yeah.
So machine to machine, probably I would not be expert on that. That's like mainly for IoTs and those kind of devices. But generally speaking, if it is human, right? In security, major factor is the second factor in which you authenticate yourself. In machine to machine, there will be no biometric, no second factor. So that will be a challenge, but that could be solved by technically by some other means like shared keys and all that stuff, right? You talked about AI, right? Now AI is probably a buzzword. Everybody speaks about AI. So AI and quantum computing put together will change the things, how they are working. The workloads will completely change, right? So when workloads are changing, today probably inspecting small traffic, HDB traffic, everything is like pretty simple. But when you have got AI workloads, the traffic will change drastically and the volume will increase, right? So how that deep packet inspection will happen in SASE will be a question, right? So I'm sure SASE solution provider also will use AI and quantum computing to solve this problem, and that's how it will be addressed. But these 3-4 major problems will definitely come up.
Okay. So it has become very clear that SASE is just not a technological shift. It is basically that how enterprises are understanding, evaluating, and taking care of traffic, trust, and control. And that is the key for enterprises who are looking forward to adopt and deploy SASE solutions. Thank you so much, Ajay, for bringing these experience-based perspective and breaking all these myths for the enterprises. It was definitely great talking to you.
Same here. Thanks.
And a big thank you to our viewers for being there with us for this episode. I hope so this was an insightful conversation for you as you would be looking towards SASE. We'll keep on bringing such specific topics around cybersecurity, emerging technologies and beyond for you right here on Digital Dialogues powered by CXO Digital Pulse. Till then, take care and goodbye.